Hi everyone, welcome back to Wayne's Garage. Not going to be doing an actual progress video or any work or anything. This is just more like a blog slash another update, whatever you want to call it, on that. So, as you all know, the other day I got in the front bearing housing and that for the Z gearbox. Now, I had I was putting it all back together and I was putting the forks in, the two forks there which go down in that way, and that one sits here and one sits over here, and then I think it is. But yeah, as I was putting it in, the one of the forks knocked this end of all the gearing off the inner one just here. So all the bearings have dropped out. Now there's 15 bearings for that area that I've worked out. Don't need any more. So I went down. Now I'm not sponsored by them, Castrol or anything, but I went and got some high temp bearing grease. It's a Protector series that they do. And that, like, I had some high temp grease in my grease gun, but I just didn't feel like sitting there for hours upon hours just to try and get some grease out to pack the bearings. So Castrol, if you do see it, get in contact with me. Maybe we can work something out. Now also, like, I do have the paper gasket kit to seal this gearbox up, but to be on the safe side, I've learnt now over the years that it's good. The paper stuff does seal, but to be on the safe side, I like to go along and I use some high temp Primatex gasket maker, and that I just stick that around it, and that just helps seals it as well, just to be on the safer side of things too. So so if I've gone along and done that, I'll have to repaint the shaft, the bearing case, and that. So we're going to finish putting it together, and I'll repaint the rest of the outer casing because I've got to degrease it down and all that sort of stuff. We have gone along and we've already pre-painted that. I've given it a bit of a clear as well. We've also gone along and I've put a new seal in already for the top. And so yeah, we've done that already. Instead of just showing a boring video on the molasses stuff and that, like, I've just gone straight molasses. I was at a mate's storage shed the other day because he sold up his business, and I found this cage bit here, and that I'm going to be rebending to shape so I can actually get it into the tub to put nuts and bolts on and that sort of stuff. But in there at the moment, I've got a bit some nuts and bolts for the HG and all that in there just to trial that out. So once I'm ready to take that out in a week or two, I might go along and, because I've just put straight raw molasses in it, and that someone said to me the other day that I should put some probably fill the rest of the tub up with water, and dilute the molasses down. But then some people that I've talked to, they've just done it with just straight molasses and then just washed everything off afterwards. So I'm not too sure. I might just fill the rest of it up with water and just dilute it down and see how it goes. So if anyone's got any knows any better with the molasses idea on cleaning rusty nuts and bolts and stuff like that, because I'm on a budget building these cars, So I'm trying to use what bits I've already got for both of them without having to go out and spend too much money, because one, I don't have it at all, literally at all. Um, my budget is non-existing. I literally, the only money I will be spending on this car is the welding wire, which is a must because I need it, because the wire I've got is too thick for doing gasless welding, unless I can get enough donations through the Facebook page fundraiser and that I've set up, because I've got a local gentleman that wants me to do some custom sheet metal work, and that I'll chuck some photos of that up on Facebook, so you can see it on Facebook to see what he's wanting me to do. So I'm needing to raise some money for some dimple dies. Now, dimple dies aren't cheap. They're the cheapest I can find on eBay is about $560. I found another way that I may be able to do it, but it doesn't give the 100% the same effect. But I'm going to try getting the money up for the dimple dies and the welding wire and that sort of stuff. I got a little video that I might do on the Rodeo, which is my daily driver at the moment, because the Mazda is off the road. Which once again I can't afford to fix that, so I had to buy the Rodeo because it was cheaper to fix, to buy, and that to get is the windscreen washer bottle. The motor's gone on it, so I bought the other week 2 of those window washer bottles, a replacement kit. They were $15 for the 2, and that. So I thought, well, sweet bargain, I'll take them. I got light wiring to do as well eventually on it, but I'm not going to bore you with a video of that unless you guys want to see me do the wiring on it and wire up the lights, because I've got some more tail lights that I'm going to be mounting on the headboard, and I've got to wire up my 4, 5, 6 spotlights to it. So if you want to see me do that, then yeah, I might be able to organise to do that with somebody, and they can do the recording while I do the work. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Things aren't progressing at the moment because I'm needing that wire for the welder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that other gasless MIG that I've got down there out, because that's proper gasless MIG. I'm going to try and put the thinner wire that I've got in that, because I've got 0.8 gasless, and that what I did start doing the work with was 0.6 gasless wire. Now, no one in Bundaberg unfortunately has any or sells any or can get it in, so I've tracked down a company online that does it in 5 kilo rolls. Now that's a big ass roll. I'll never use 5 kilos at all on either one of these 2 builds. Maybe, well, don't think I would, or even on that build, but definitely not on this one either. So but the thing is, it's $130 a roll. I can't get that at the moment. Now, I will still probably do it, is I'm going to measure up enough length, because my mate Craig was giving away some square tubing down there on the floor. Where are we? Right there, and that yesterday. So I went and got a few lengths of that. So I'm going to measure up what I can use directly straight in the back of the ute and cut the lengths, because I'm needing to put the brace in for when, like the braces for when I do the floor, and I'm hoping to get some help to do the floor. I'm hoping my stepdad might be able to help me out with doing the floor, but it just comes down to his back and that. But now, if any of you guys have done a Reeve HR floor and that, and you guys have got some advice for me to do it, please let me know, because that's the section I've got to put in, which is right there, and that, and I'm needing to put it in because it's got the leaf spring mount. It actually has metal in between the floor sections, in behind here, and in behind here there's, well, in behind here especially, because down in there you can still see that there's metal there. Now my originals don't, so that's the reasons why I'm cutting that section of the floor out. The front floor pans that are here are rusted out to the wall, and that, so it needs to be replaced. The tunnel is fine on that one. I'm going to leave the seat bracket in because one day I might put a dicky seat in the back of the ute, just for show purposes. So when I go for a show cruise and that, we're just cruising around the block or something like that, that will have seat belts situated as well and mounted in it. But that's later on, that's not now. I just want to concentrate on getting the ute done for next year, June next year's HDHR Nationals. Been asked about it, if I'm coming. I want to go. It's held in Queensland next year, and it's probably going to be the only time I'm going to be able to get to one, and that. So I'm just, it's my dream to go to a car show with this ute, and not my local show. Once when I bought the ute, I always wanted to go to the HD and HR Nationals, and that. When it was on the road initially, it was too far away for me to go. Too much money, fuel wise and costs and stuff like that. This time I could probably go, and I'm needing to get the money up by Christmas to make sure, and even if I don't, I want to get the YouTube channel t-shirts, stickers. I want to get some hoodies made up. Like everything will be a limited stock, limited amount of money stock to sell at the Nationals. I'm working on making up a die at the moment, welding these plates together. Now there's 4 plates there that I've started to weld together, which my welding is absolutely shit with that welder. I don't know why. And that, not too sure, but I'll get there. I do need a new helmet, so I need $80 for a new helmet, because the one I've got is crap. I can't see through it, and that, so there's that too. So, but yeah, I'll get back onto the subject. I'm making the dies up to be able to get the dog legs a little bit more crisp in shape, and that sort of stuff. That's one that I have started on, and that you'll see just there, the line through the middle is where the body line will go. Now these are based off the ute dog legs. Now the ute dog legs are mine. You can see, if you can, the body line here. Now the body line is straight. It doesn't come down along on an angle. Now the ones that come down on an angle are the sedans and the wagons. HR come directly straight across, and that. So I'm basing mine off the HR ute because it looks cleaner. It's a lot more crisp. I do have a sedan. I think it's a sedan left quarter, and that has a dog leg on it. I'm doing a little bit of repairs to that at the moment, and that because it has the angle of the body line. So if you want to lift one for a sedan or a wagon, then I can do that. Or you could just slightly modify the ones for the ute. I've made it up so there's enough metal there that you can cut down along this section here, and then you can fold this over in for the lip, or you can just nip it down and that sort of stuff, and then weld it in where you want it. Now there is a couple of photos of one that I think his name was Tomo, got off me. He got a right one, and that for his sedan, because everyone's been interested, but no one's been willing to buy any and test them out and give me feedback. Now, Tomo's giving me feedback. I've got to do a little bit more shrinking in a couple of the areas. Now, I'm going to be working on 2 sets over this. Well, I started 3 last week. I took most of last week off from study to start making these up. I can't keep taking time off study to do it, unless someone orders some and they want me to get them made up in a certain period of time. Now I've made, started this one. I've done the lip and that, so you can see like everything's hand cut. So if I can get a shear, a small one, I can cut everything a bit more straighter, and that. But things are getting there. Tomo was happy. He had to do a little bit of tweaking on it, which they aren't 100% perfect. I advertise that they are not 100% perfect, and that, so there is still going to be work to do. Small bit of filler. It's only a skim coat. Tomo did say that the body lip, the lip for the guard is a little bit wider on the sedan. So I'm going to be making 2 dies to make the lip to suit like the ute, because I've got nice crisp lip for the ute, and I'll make one that's slightly a little bit wider for the sedan, but I'll still make it based on the ute, and then you guys can make your minds up from there and finish shaving it, reshape it, whatever. So yeah, so once again, I've still got the t-shirts. They're available for order, and that I have one on hand. I've decided I started wearing the other one the other day because I needed another shirt because I'm needing new clothes. So yeah, so that's what's happening. I got bored the other day and I was playing around with the 253 block. There's the manifold and all that on it, and that, so the manifold I've noticed has paint on it, so I'm going to strip that all back and I'm going to get a wire wheel into it and clean all the paint off it, paint stripper it and all that sort of stuff, and then gurney it down somehow. I freed the butterflies up the other day, but the carby will need a rebuild once again. It's like, who do I get to rebuild the carby for me? Because I ain't got the money and that to do it, and I don't want to rebuild that one just yet. I want to get the HR one done first, so it's all done and bolted back on, covered over, whatnot, go along with it, and so forth. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to tell you except study, keep going, and yeah. I got a cigarette lighter coming for the ute because I wanted a cigarette lighter. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it does work, because I can at least use the lighter for the USB charger and all that sort of stuff for when I go to the shows and things. So anyway, if anyone's done the rear floor, let us know how you went about doing it, because the diff is out of the ute. It's up on stands on the rear. It's on the tyres at the front, and that, which way would I be better off doing it? I do know that I need to probably put a brace or 2 in there, and then put that floor in, and then spray some paint around it to see where it sits and where I need to cut. And yeah, alright then, there we go. I got some miniature commission painting to keep going on, and yeah, and I'm tired. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I hope to, yeah, well, I hope this month I can get the welding wire in, because it's 2 months now and I haven't been able to get the money together. Just have to keep on going, I guess. Running out of things to sell. So yeah. Anyway, thanks again. I'm off, and don't forget, please like, subscribe, share the videos, comment, and that the more people that get there and comment, like, it just shows YouTube that people are interacting with the channel. I can't check on how much interaction's happening because it doesn't allow me to do it on the phone. I need to do it on a desktop. I don't have the internet on the desktop, and I have no way on how to do hotspot on the phone, so I'm still trying to work that out. Anyway, till next time, stay safe, keep your upside down. Cheerio.